Well, here we are right back again. This is Legacy of Leaders. I'm your host, Jamar Suber. And as you know, I talk to amazing entrepreneurs and leaders who push us to go higher. And let me tell you, today I'm with Adela Hittell with Think, a new way to think, Project Human. Listen, in the day of fluff and all these other things, we're here with a cause this morning, a cause that touches each and every one of us. Adela, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, sir.
So listen, let's kick it off.
Yes.
Tell us about Project Human.
Project Human is a nonprofit organization. It is a peer-to-peer advocacy group. Our mission is to empower, encourage individuals to educate themselves on the creator within themselves. We believe truly and wholeheartedly in self-responsibility, accountability that results into consequences of your reality. Good or bad, it is the consequences of your reality. We have been consumed by the world of social media and everything outside of our 40 inches, as we like to call it, and we don't focus on the priority of the self and the need. Now, that may come off as selfish or in the world that we live in. However, the self needs care and love, but we don't know how to do that. We don't know how to take care of our laundry. We don't know how to take care of our dishes. We don't know how to put our clothes up or how to feed our family. Like, we don't know how to do the basic skills that we have been ingrained with. We know how to build buildings. We know how to build technology that can literally right now see through walls. Like, we can do massive, amazing things. But how do we take care of the human? How are we a human? So what we've learned is that we're on a mission to inspire you, educate you on the importance of yourself and what you can bring to the table in our world by first putting yourself first.
Wow.
And we use art to do that. Words have become meaningless in this world, and we are on a mission now to redefine the narrative, not only of mental health, but health in general, and what it means to be a human being, what it means to function in this world and in this state and space and time, specifically where in America, we literally have everything at our fingertips. We have for nothing, need for nothing, and yet we are the most troubled.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
The most. Our suicide rates are up. Our teen mental health statuses are through the roof. Our children now are suffering just from, and it's us. Like, it's in the home. And it's not to blame, again, the parents, but it starts with the individual it starts with you. It starts with taking accountability for the words you say, the actions you take, the responses you have, and literally being honest with yourself, saying, I may not be a good being right now, but what I can do is work towards that. How?
So let me ask you this. So are you saying Project Human, it helps us quiet the noise, calm the chatter that may be going on here, and get back to the basics?
Yes, 100%. We talk about creating that space of safety for yourself. And it starts with home. You and I had just had a conversation prior to this, and we did a prayer, and we talk about God. When we talk about God, we have to talk about what it means that for you and what you're connected with, not what it means for somebody else, for even this, but what it means for you in that. And I truly believe that we've lost our spirituality or our connection to that because we're so consumed about what it should be or how it should be instead of listening. When I started Project Human, I was so determined to go home and touch the soil of my land, right? Back in Bosnia, I'm a prisoner of war. I've survived it all, but I don't know my identity. I'm confused here, I'm lost, everything. But I remember 2 years ago, I'm in my backyard cleaning up, doing some basic stuff, tired, mad, just in it. And God, it literally quieted the whole noise. And God was like, Adela, you want to go back and you want to touch the soil of a land you don't even know. But you are not willing to touch the land that is in the backyard, the soil that is in the backyard right here, right now. You're not willing to build it and cultivate it.
Wow.
How are you ever going to achieve something you don't even know?
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh my God. So I had to reshift Project Human itself. Like, I had to redefine everything because of that. And now I'm cultivating in my own yard, right? I have vegetables and I have tomatoes and I have flowers, I have a garden, and I'm on a mission to spread the word of literally being with the self. And it's not just about meditation. We're teaching you how to care for your being, how to care for your home. Like, honestly, how to do your laundry. It's the one thing that we're all, oh my gosh, dishes. But if you don't understand that perpetual task is a skill and it's a habit, and it's something to fall in love with yourself, of being good at what you do for yourself, then when you go to someone else's place and you want to give it your all, you're only given a part of what you're desiring to do, not what you actually are. So it's a facade, and we don't want that. And when we're talking about authenticity and saving people, being authentic in your own home before anyone else sees you, before anything else, just that, you and that.
It starts right there.
It starts right there, but we don't know how to do that, right? Because words hurt. Words hurt so much right now. So when we start talking, I feel like this, okay, well, that's fine. Feelings, let's associate them, but let's change the narrative. Let's change the words we're using. Let's change the scenes we're in. Let's change what we're listening to. But it's up to you. No matter what we do, no matter how much I bring you a pamphlet, a packet, I take you, I can bring you everything you need.
It starts right there with
you.
you.
Have to make a decision, not a choice. And that's a difference in the narrative too. We're like, I have choices, but you do not make one decision.
So let me ask you this. As we go and move to close, there's someone out there right now who's struggling with the very things. These are simple things, basic things, but they're struggling. So I want to ask you one last thing. Close us out with this. If someone is struggling and they're confused mentally and emotionally, what's one thing that they can do today to turn that around? Let's close out with that.
Okay, so this is going to sound a little bit, it's a repetitive thing. It's something, it's cliche. It's breathe. I know it's, but how? But how? So when you're so lost and discombobulated and you can't connect to your body, and the mind is saying, this is happening, this is what it feels like, but you're sitting on this couch. It's 3 different realities. Breath and connecting, all of that is what works. So I'm going to do a little exercise really quick, just very simple. And it's a vocal training exercise. And if you can just 5 to 10 of those with the sound, with the mouth moving, what you're doing is connecting the auditory part of your brain to say, hey, something's happening in this area, not where I'm thinking is. The movement of your lips is connecting the physical body, and the movement of your hands is making sure that you're still here. So you're kind of grounding yourself to reality. And once you can get that breath work there, you can then reassess. Then after that, please reach out. Resources are available. We have also on our website, thinking-org. We have a bunch of resources on there, from our locals to the national services that you can get help with, or even to us. And also, if you don't want to reach out that way, but you want to share your story, you can become a free-form writer for us. We do not edit your work. We allow you to speak it as is, with no judgment, no shame, no grammar, as is, because that is where you're at, to allow you to build up from that. So it's journaling without the journaling, but to see the creative aspect, to get the feedback, to also get the support and the safe space you need, then to build up on that block.
Absolutely. Well, Adela, thank you for coming on the show. I truly, truly respect and honor the work you do.
Thank you.
If you need to learn more about Project Human, please tune in to dailynewsnetwork.com. I'm your host, Jamar Suber, and you've just watched Legacy of Leaders.